Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're taking a deep dive into some really intense, emotional moments from a story. Imagine escaping this, just inferno, facing pure terror, and then right after finding this incredible, undeniable clarity about love, about commitment. That's what we're digging into today, extracting these powerful insights from, well, a story's survival and a very unexpected declaration. We've got this narrative source that really gets into the raw, visceral side of trauma, and then boom, this stunning emotional turn.
Yeah. What's truly fascinating here, and what we'll be exploring, is just how fast the story pivots, from overwhelming trauma to these moments of deep connection. Even planning the future. We're not just summarizing the plot, obviously. We want to understand the emotional alchemy happening. We'll look at the immediate relief, the confusion of rescue, the raw processing of this terrifying experience, and then, crucially, how such profound clarity emerges from chaos. Which leads to, well, a completely unexpected proposal. It's really a study in extremes.
Absolutely. And the story just drops us right into that immediate aftermath. It kicks off with a phone call Travis gets. And it's shocking because the caller, his brother Trenton, everyone assumed he was lost in that fire. It's just pure relief, but also, like, total confusion.
Oh, it's an incredible moment, isn't it? The phone rings, he sees the name, and Travis just kind of lets out this disbelieving laugh. He shouts, "Trent!" You can just hear the astonishment. Then it's all relief and urgency. "It's Trent! Where the hell are you? Market residence? Okay, don't move, I'm coming."
It really captures that whiplash from despair to, you know, frantic hope. And what follows is just a blur. The narrator, Abby, she's struggling to keep up as Travis just bolts towards the Morgan place. You feel that raw energy, that desperate need to find Trenton. When they finally get there, Trenton comes down the steps, and Travis's reaction is just pure emotion. "My God, you scared the life out of me, brother. I was convinced you were grilled in this hell."
Yeah.
Hugs them both. It's more than a reunion. It's like they're all regrounding each other.
Exactly. And Trenton's explanation, it's quite poignant. He apologizes, says he panicked, got lost, had to find another way out. And he adds this detail that really hits you. He says if Travis had seen him leave without Abby, he'd rather have stayed in the fire. He actually tried to go back for her but got lost, then ran into cops who made him leave. It says so much about loyalty in a crisis, even amidst total chaos and fear.
But even with that huge relief, the physical toll is right there. Abby can barely breathe. She's coughing, suffocating almost. Travis is instantly worried. He asks, "Maybe I should take you to the hospital," right?
Yeah, that concern is immediate.
She says she's okay, but then she sees this deep cut on the back of Travis's hand. He confirms it's the glass, not from the earlier fight. And then there's that quiet, really powerful exchange. Abby says, "You saved my life."
And his response is just so simple but absolute. "I wouldn't have left without you."
What is that little detail, the cut, that exchange? What does it tell us about their bond right then?
Well, it's a masterful bit of character work, really understated. The cut on his hand, it could easily be mistaken for something else, right, from the fight earlier. But no, it's revealed as a scar from this ordeal, the one they shared. It physically represents the cost of him saving her.
Yeah.
And that exchange, "You saved my life. I wouldn't have left without you." It's not just words. It's like this deep, unspoken confirmation of how much they needed each other in that moment. No big speeches needed. Their actions, their shared injuries now, they speak to a bond that's beyond words. It shows how immediate truths can just surface under that kind of extreme pressure.
Right. They just cling to each other until they get back to the apartment. Supposedly safe, but the trauma follows them. Abby describes taking a shower, and the water runs red and gray of blood and ashes.
Wow.
And even after, she can still smell the smoke. It's not just about washing off the dirt, is it?
Yeah. Not at all. That imagery, the shower water, it's so visceral. It's not just description. It's a powerful narrative tool. It shows us that even when you think you're safe, the trauma isn't just washed away. The physical act mirrors this psychological attempt to purge the horror, but it highlights how deep it goes. And the lingering smell of smoke. That's a potent sensory reminder. It makes sure you understand the imprint this event left on her.
So as they're grappling with this, Travis offers Abby whiskey, tells her that'll help you relax. But she admits she isn't tired. She says, "I'm almost afraid to close my eyes," because she keeps hearing the terrified screams of those who had been trapped in the basement. It's a really stark picture of post-traumatic stress.
It is. They sit there quiet, just processing the last few hours. They talk about the casualties, knowing they won't know the real number until tomorrow. Abby's even worried about a group of kids they saw earlier with Trenton, wondering if they got out. But amidst all this fear and loss, if we zoom out a bit, notice how just having another person there can be an anchor, a total anchor in that kind of fear. Abby describes feeling profoundly safe in Travis's arms, a feeling she says she was afraid of before. But now it brings this immense gratitude and this immediate clarity, this realization Abby has, my place was with him. With him. That's such a potent narrative device. It strips away all the other noise, the previous doubts, and forces the characters to face their absolute core needs. It really suggests that these huge crises can act as emotional accelerators, right? Compressing maybe years of relationship stuff into one single moment of undeniable truth.
It's an incredible realization, yeah, born right out of chaos. And yet, even in this kind of bubble of shared trauma and connection, the outside world breaks in. Both their phones ring at the same time, pulling them right back to reality.
Abby picks hers up. It's America. And she's understandably shaken up, having seen the fire on the news. Abby tries to reassure her, recounting, as the text says, the most horrible moments of my existence, but in this clear voice. Feeling detached, though, as if telling someone else's story. That's a classic coping mechanism, isn't it? That emotional distance.
It's really striking how calm Abby stays. Insistent even that America and Shepley stick to their original plans to meet on Friday. America wants to rush over right then, but Abby's like, everything's fine. You can hug me on Friday as planned.
Right.
What does that tell us? That insistence on normalcy. Is it just coping or something else?
Right. Well, it's fascinating. It speaks to a deep psychological need, I think, for control, for routine, when everything else is just completely unpredictable. By sticking to the plan, Abby isn't just being calm, she's actively trying to reassert normalcy. It's a way to anchor herself when everything's been turned upside down. It's a form of emotional regulation, pushing the chaos away by holding on to something familiar, a schedule. It also shows resilience, maybe a desire to shield her friends from the raw intensity she just went through.
Okay, so once the calls are done, the outside world is kind of held at bay for a moment. We get to this truly pivotal scene. Travis, who we know is usually so guarded, he opens up about his deepest fears. It's a rare thing for him, this raw confession.
Yes, and he starts by saying, it's rare for me to be scared, which really grabs your attention. He lists specific times he was scared. The morning Abby left him the first time, after Vegas when she left. The thought of Trenton dying in the fire and having to tell his dad. These are all fears of loss, right? Fears of his life being less without someone. But then he says his ultimate terror, the absolute worst. When I saw you across the flames in the room, this isn't just about saving himself.
Not at all. He confesses he was literally a few meters from the exit. Safety was right there. But he couldn't move forward. He couldn't leave. Instead, he turned back to find Abby. Why? Because nothing else mattered.
Wow.
And his big declaration sums it all up. The only thing that scares me is life without you, Abby. It's not just love. That's like an existential tethering. This is the core of it for us, the listeners, right? Why should we care? Because of this.
That confession is such a payoff.
Yeah.
It reframes everything he did before. It wasn't just impulsive bravery. It was a profound, almost instinctual choice, rooted in a fear way deeper than just physical danger. A life without her is presented as, well, worse than death itself. It's a powerful example of how the highest stakes imaginable can just strip away all the pretense, reveal your absolute core motivations. It's total clarity, forged in fire.
And Abby's response to this huge confession is so tender. Just us. It's forever.
Yeah.
And then completely spontaneously, these words just come out, marry me.
Yeah.
The text says they came out all on their own, surprising even her. It's just this incredible moment of unburdened commitment.
It really is. It's not calculated at all. It's like an overflow of emotion, a direct response to the weight of his confession. It's an immediate, almost primal affirmation of that forever, she just whispered. It really underscores how the trauma has just accelerated everything for them, burned away any leftover hesitation or, what society might expect, leaving only this pure, undeniable connection.
And Travis. His reaction is instant. Pure joy. He grabs his phone, calls American Airlines, books 2 tickets to Vegas. Tomorrow. Just for one night, no more.
Vegas. Of course.
And his delight is just palpable. He tells Abby, by Monday morning she'll be Mrs. Maddox. No hesitation, 0 second thoughts.
The speed is key there. It's not just him saying yes. It's an immediate logistical jump into making it happen. It confirms the absolute certainty he feels. Vegas, yeah, often linked with impulse, but here it feels like this decisive, joyful step, a step towards a future that, for them, now feels inevitable. It's also a nice little narrative echo, connecting back to their past trips.
All right. And just when you think the emotional roller coaster might be slowing down, the surprises are over, nope. There's one more twist. And it really deepens the meaning of this whole spontaneous proposal thing.
Travis gets nervous as there's something missing, and he pulls out the small velvet box from his nightstand drawer. This wasn't an afterthought. This was planned, revealed at the perfect unscripted moment.
And inside,
Uh-huh.
a huge round diamond. The description says it's shown even in the dark. White gold bands set with tiny diamonds splitting to hold the main stone. Abby's just stunned.
Understandably.
She murmurs, "My God, it's magnificent." And then, "You could have bought a car with that money." The sheer scale of it speaks volumes about his prior intent.
And that's the kicker, right? It was prior intent. Travis explains he bought it a while ago. He saw it one day and just knew. It could only go in one place, on your finger. He says he imagined it there millions of times.
Wow.
So this whole thing isn't just a reaction to the fire, it's proof of a certainty he's held for a while. And Abby's playful response, "I wanted it just as much as you know, but I bluff better," that brings back their usual dynamic.
A bit of lightness.
A lovely moment of light and all that heavy emotion. It shows their desires were already perfectly aligned, even before the fire forced it all out.
And they bring that playful dynamic back, that core gambling theme for them. Abby challenges him, joking about betting his gleaming bike downstairs, something he loves. But Travis's response is just absolute. "I bet everything I have. I don't regret a single second of my life with you, Pielad, and I will never regret any." It's the ultimate confirmation. A lifetime bet. He's all in.
It's the perfect way to cap off that whole emotional arc. He's literally saying he's betting everything on them. It reinforces that this proposal, while triggered by the moment, isn't just because of the trauma. The trauma acted like a catalyst, peeling away any last shred of doubt or hesitation. It just affirmed a truth already deep inside him. And then that quiet whisper, "Abby Maddox," and their agreement. Travis and Abby Maddox, that sounds good. It's like the sound of their future, finally settled, serene.
And the chapter ends with Travis feeling this profound peace, watching Abby sleep. A peace he hasn't felt, he says, since his mother died. He realizes, "When I met you, I immediately knew there was something in you that I needed. Actually, it wasn't something. It was you. Just you."
Such a powerful line.
And Abby basically says the same back. "It's us, Travis. Nothing makes sense when we are not together." It comes full circle beautifully.
It truly does. That final reflection just nails the core theme, doesn't it? That amidst literal fire and, figurative chaos, what came out was this undeniable clarity about their absolute essential connection. The peace Travis feels isn't just relief from danger. It's about finding his missing piece, his emotional anchor in her. It suggests that while trauma can absolutely shatter things, it can also forge them, revealing these unbreakable bonds that really define who we are.
So what does this all mean for us listening? From the ashes of terror, these characters didn't just find survival. They found this undeniable clarity about their deepest commitment. It's a real reminder, I think, of how extreme circumstances can just strip away all the distractions, revealing what truly matters deep down. And sometimes, maybe even speeding up profound emotional truths.
And that raises an important question for you, the listener. In your own moments of intense stress or maybe unexpected clarity, what surprising truths about your own life, your relationships, have suddenly been revealed? How have sudden challenges maybe clarified your priorities or the depth of your connections? Think about how the immediate aftermath of a big event, good or bad, might have reshaped your understanding of what truly makes life meaningful for you.